got the boys, the heavens should pass away with a great noise. The 2 Peter 3 and 10. God know he coming back. Tell a friend to repent. Oh, he gone with the wind. Free smoke. And that is thus said the Lord. I caught a murder that he wrote, just like Noah on the boat. Matthew 34, verse 36 on down. The hour nobody knows. Like a thief in the night, when the Christ coming back here in life, switching what the Father want. That's my business. When we keep the laws, that's righteousness. Yeah. You gotta pass the test. My people scattered abroad, from the east to the west.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
You are supposed to walk in the ways of God because you're not just any regular man. Right. You are a man of God. You are a child of God. You are from the tribes of Judah. Right. God ordained you to be prophets and priests in the last days. But we have fallen from our glory because we mingled ourselves amongst the heathen. Read on.
To keep his statutes and his commandments.
It says to keep his statutes. Whose statutes? The Most High God's statutes. Right. Whose commandments? The Most High God's commandments. That's how you show yourself a man. Read on.
And his judgments and his testimony, as it is written in the law of Moses.
So this is the things that we got to learn. We got to learn the commandments of God, Kevin. Right. We've learned the commandments of man. We know how to break down that bale of weed, chop it up and sell it to our people. We know how to bring it back when we put it in the Pyrex, whip it up real good, put a little soda in it to sell it to our people. We know how to destroy our people, but do we know how to uplift and build our people?
Right.
That's what you got to ask yourself. When you look at the decayed state of our people, look at this young girl over here. This is someone's daughter right here. That's your responsibility. It used to be that a community used to raise up a child. Now it's like, hey, she ain't my child. I ain't worried about it. And nowadays, what? Brothers are trying to holler at that young lady. So we got to get back to the manhood that God taught us to be. But are we men? Are we men in these last days according to God's standards? No, we're not. God even talked about who he was. Give me Luke 7. God talked about who we were in this last day. All right, so now we got to wake up from this stupor. Jimmy, we got to wake up. We got to shake ourselves. We got to start here with our mind, okay? Right. We got to get into this word of God and get ourselves back to the right status with God. First, individually. Then we come out here and we try to show our people the way that they should walk, the way that they should go, according to God's laws, because we're off. Jimmy, we're off. Kevin, we're off as men, all right? We've lowered our standard. We should be ashamed of ourselves as men today, okay? How, a lot of us walking around here effeminate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us walking around here destroying our women, destroying our neighborhoods, our communities, okay? This is what God says about us. Read.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 7, verse 31. And the Lord said, whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation?
So God said, what are these men in 2019 like today? What are they like? What can I compare the man, the Israelite man in these last days? What are they compared to? Read.
And to what are they like? They are like unto children sitting at the marketplace.
God said that the Israelite man, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American today, are like children sitting in the marketplace. He says all you want to do is watch basketball, play NBA Live, play 2K on PlayStation, on Xbox. All you want to do is go holler at a young lady, try to see if you can get up in her skirt. All you want to do is go and buy and sell, see if you can sell crack to your people, see if you can sell weed to your people, to destroy your people. He said they're like what?
Like children sitting in the marketplace.
He said you have a childish mind. You have a childish mentality. The things that you observe to do are things that are going to entertain you and incite your flesh. Right. There's nothing about us that reeks spiritual with the Most High God. The things that we look forward to today are carnal, and they are destruction to our people. Right. Read what you got.
And calling one to another and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned to you, and ye have not wept.
All right, so now, if God says that we're like children in his eyes, how do we get back? How do we get back to that point to where we can be righteous, where we can be glorified in the sight of God, where we can, our women and our daughters can look at us and look at us as fathers, and look at us as husbands, and look at us like brothers that's going to protect them, because we are not our people's protection anymore. We are people that, give me that limitation. We are people, a nation that's desired to have another nation lead us, that we count on another nation for all things, bro. Right. You know what I mean? I watched as the young man came out the door and told you, hey, move on down the road, get away from my establishment. You know what I mean? That's not something that we should be seeing as brothers. This is our community. Where your store at, Kevin? Right. Where your business at? How long you been living over here?
Man, I've been living out here for about 3 years.
About 3 years? But you from this area, right? Well, where's the black establishments? Where's the black man's store at in Jackson?
I mean, they all around.
They all around?
I mean, we got one over there.
Got one over there, way over there. Yeah, way over there. We got one way over there. They put that all on the island by itself. But in our community, right here where you stay at, why is it that you don't have a business, or your cousin have a business, or your sister have a business that she can profit off of our own people? Why are we not building up each other? Because we have fallen away from the glory of God. Give me that. What you got?
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
So you know it's a vain help when you have to go to another nation for the one of all things? Because there's no promise in that. They'll give it to you today, but not, and then tomorrow they'll be like, forget you. They'll do right by you today, but then the next time it's like, I don't know you. You see what I'm saying? That's a vain help. There's no substance to that. There's no security in that. Read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
And this is a nation that can't save us. They're not trying to save us. Give me Isaiah 42 and 22.
Bring it up.
This is a nation that they're not trying to save us. You know what? They look at us and be like, look here, we can profit off them. Right. I know what they like. They like Black and Miles. They like cigarillos, like Swiss Sweets. Right. They like to eat honey buns. They like jungle juice. Right. Let me get this stuff right here. Let me come over and let me go into their area. Let me get my products together. Let me sell these products to them. Because I know that's what they want. They do a study on you. You don't think they study you? That's body language. That's why you go up in the store, you know, the store owner may have on some Air Force Ones, got his cap to the side. Why? Because he wants to appeal to you. He wants to make you seem like, hey, we won. We won. But then guess what? You standing outside the establishment, he's like, man, get on down the road. I done learned enough from you. I already know what I need to do. I know everybody that you know now. So guess what? I don't need you no more. That's vain help right there. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. So you got to understand that the Israelite men and women are people that are robbed and spoiled. We've been robbed of our heritage, and now in our vain help, we have been spoiled by the philosophies and the standards of America. Section 8. Food stamps. We get spoiled by those things because we get comfortable in oppression. How do you get comfortable in a state of discomfort? Right. Being oppressed is uncomfortable. Right. You have no freedom. You don't know how to get out. You're trying to break free, but you can't break free because you don't want to apply the laws of God to your life. Right. You don't want to come back to your glory. You want to stay in that stupor. You want to stay oppressed. You want to stay depressed. You love seeing our people in the Decatur state. You love seeing our people shooting down each other. If you don't want to apply the laws of God to your life, read it from the top again. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
He said that you snared in holes. What do you think the Bible's talking about when you say you're snared in holes? Meaning that you're in the trap. That's what we call the hood, right? We call it the trap. I'm going to the set. You snared in the hole. You're in a place where you know you're not going to get out that has no benefits. Tell me what drug dealer has a 401k? Tell me what drug dealer has did something that actually brought it back to the community so that everybody could thrive to help this community. Huh? Yeah, other than a barbecue. Huh? What do you have? What is the profit from what's the benefits of being a drug dealer? What's the benefits of being a prostitute? What are the benefits of that? There's no long-term benefits of that thing. Right. So now we got to go back and let's take that off the table and let's do something different. Right. Let's apply the laws of God. Because you know what? The same drug dealers, the same prostitutes now, they in First Baptist Church on Sunday, but they out here on Saturday night getting it in, selling their products, their body, whatever they got. Sunday morning, they're going to the church. Right. So that remedy ain't been working. Do what I want to do on Saturday, go to the church on Sunday. Monday, I start the same cycle all over again. It ain't been working. We got to take that off the table. Right. Because God said that
this is a people robbed and spoiled.
We are robbed and spoiled day in and day out. Read.
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
They hid where?
And they are hid in prison houses.
That's the equation that we have came accustomed to these days. We are now become people that go to school. We either sell dope, sell our bodies, try to get a college education, but guess what? We end up in the slum. You understand, and you get demoralized because you think that your way or the way that God said do it is totally wrong. I got to do it the way the system. I got to do it the way the system said do it. I got to go to school. I got to get an education. And there's nothing wrong with getting an education. There's nothing wrong with getting an education because that is something that we need to thrive in this system that we're in. But why are we not taking that education that we get and bringing it back to our community to better our people? Right. Instead of, we go work for that Fortune 400 company, 500 company. You go work for that company and you continue to make his millions. You continue to make his revenue grow. You know what I mean? Then he say, nah, you got to move on out here where we at. So he pulls you farther and further away from your people instead of you coming back trying to help your people because he wants to keep you to himself because you are a benefit to him. Right. That's your vain help. Read.
They are for a prey, and none deliver it, for a spoil, and none say it, restore.
Okay, so guess what? Ain't nobody coming to save us out of our oppression. So guess what? Give me Isaiah 51:20. Nobody's coming to save us from our oppression, Kevin. We got to do something. Now, give me Zephaniah 2. We got to do something as men. As we come out here and we speak to you, we're speaking to you personally. There is something that you got to do. We're trying to activate something in your spirit to wake you up, Kevin, because we see the greatness in you. We've all been somewhere at that lower state, bro. I just live in the back of my car. So, I'm telling you, I've been low. But now I got a decent house. You know what I mean? I got a nice family. Because God, why? Because I applied the laws of God. I took a chance. I took a gamble on this word that I said that I believe in. On this thing that I've heard all my life. I said, you know what? I see these words on this page. I got to be more than just a nigga. I got to be more than just a thought. I got to be more than just a busted baby. I got to be more than just what everybody says that I am day in and day out. Nobody ever called me a prince that has power with God. Nobody told me that I was a Judite from the tribe of Judah. You know what I mean? But when I understood that God told me what my worth is and not me going up with society and what they say and what I obtain is what really shows me who I am, then I knew that I had to get back in this word. So God said, do this. This is what we got to do, kid. Read.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 3. Seek ye the Lord.
Verse 1.
Verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So God said, gather together, O nation not desired. The nations that are not desired are these 12 tribes right here on this chart. Right. Because everybody knows how much you're worth, how great you are, except you. Right. Why is it that you don't know how great you are, Kevin? Tell me, how great are you, Kevin?
Man, I'm the world, man.
Huh? You the world?
I'm the world.
You are the world. You know that, but do you know that's in the Bible? Yeah. Where is it in the Bible?
I don't know.
Give me that. I'm going to show you that God said you are the world. We are one world that is inside of another world. That's why I said we're oppressed and we're trapped. And the only thing that's going to break us free is these laws, statutes, and commandments of God. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
So God is going to send his son Christ back to come and save the 12 tribes of Israel that are keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Read on.
Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
Who without end?
World without end.
God calls the Israelites a world within themselves. He said, we're going to be the world without end because guess what? We're going to be a ruling class after this kingdom falls. Right. If we're keeping the commandments of God, that's the thing that you have to do. You have to keep the commandments of God. Right. You cannot do anything else. You can't be out here on the street corner. God talks about that in the Bible. Give me that, Isaiah 51:20. God talks about that in the Bible, Kevin. He knows us to a T. You see what I'm saying? He knows us better than we know ourselves. Give me Jeremiah 1:5 first. Hold that. Give me Jeremiah 1:5. He knows us better than we know ourselves, bro. I'm telling you, man, this book right here, this is your history book. You look at this like this is a religion book. Like this is what the church has got. The church has got it because they know who got the greatest history. They know that if they apply these things that they that's in this Bible, they can be profitable. That's why you see, I rode down this street, I counted 5, 6 churches on this one street. I'm talking about in a 3, 4, 5 mile span. But when I look at the community, I say, man, the churches are the best looking thing in the hood.
That's right.
But then when you look at the houses, you look at the businesses and things of that nature, you look at the people are destroyed. The life has been sucked out of them. We know why, because you're giving everything you got to a church that's not trying to give anything to you. Right. You're trying to give your money to a building or something that's not going to prosper you instead of getting this word of God for yourself, applying it to your life, and then you're going to be that rich, that fountain that'll never run dry. Read what you got.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly. I knew thee.
So, so God said, look, even before you was even formed, he already knew you. He already knew how great you were before he even formed you. But it's up to you now, because you got mingled within the nation. We got brought into slavery. We got indoctrinated, okay? And now we believe all the things that we've learned through 1st through 12th grade. And guess what? The product is this. This is all the glory that we have? No. We have more glory than that. Read on.
And before thou coming forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
So God sanctified you even before you came out your mama's womb. Before you and your mama got together, God already said, okay, Kevin, I'm going to have this day on, June 29th. I'm going to have you in front of the prophets. They're going to be telling you about your history, and we're going to see if you're going to be a man. We're going to see if you're going to take what they're saying into consideration and apply it to your life. But God got you, he got you numbered already before you even hit the earth, had your first breath of life. And it's recorded in his book. I'm about to tell you about yourself in a minute, Kevin. Read on.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
He ordained Kevin a what?
A prophet unto the nations.
See, Kevin, God ordained you a prophet, but you don't want that calling, bro. You know what you want to do, Isaiah 51:20. That's what you want to do, Kevin. You don't want to do what God called you to do, bro. You afraid of it. You afraid of being a man. That's the problem. We got too many people call. I don't like when brothers trying to imitate the name of a man, because I'm a man. I do what I'm supposed to do according to Most High God. You know what I mean? But then I got imposters of my own people that say they're a man and they making me look bad. I don't like that. That's like this imposter right there. I don't like that. He faking the phone saying he's somebody he ain't. You know what I mean? When we know who the true Messiah is, I don't like them imposters. I don't like people that's trying to take my heritage and claim it for themselves when I know what my true heritage is. I don't like that. Because guess what? You weaken my nation. You weaken my bloodline. You make my people think that lower standards are the way to go. When I'm trying to build them up, you hurting my productivity. And I got to get you out the way one way or the other. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51 and verse 20. Thy sons have fainted.
So it's you men, you sons that say you are man, you have fainted if you ain't keeping the laws of God. Read.
They lie at the head of all the streets.
You in every street corner in every city that I go to, Atlanta, North Carolina, Memphis, here in Jackson, Tennessee, you all at the street corners doing the same old thing, sitting out here trying to get loosies, trying to sell dope, trying to holler at women, doing nothing, not being productive with your life. You got to rising up, man. Read.
As a wild bull in the net.
You like a wild bull in the net, meaning that you are oppressed and you don't know how to get out. You just going every which way and ain't getting no traction. You don't know how you going to get your next dollar. You don't know how you going to make your next move. You just out here lost. Read.
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
And you full of the curses of God. You don't even understand that the reason why we are in the state that we in as a people is because we disobeyed the laws, statutes, commandments of God. And you don't even want to hear this thing. You don't even want to consider it. And God got us all wrapped up like a gift because he knows us from head to toe. Read.
The rebuke of thy God. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
Yeah, you afflicted and drunken and not with wine because you are afflicted and drunken with the philosophies of man and not with the truth of the Bible according to God. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. That's the problem today. Hey, you young women right there, you sisters, hey, you got to understand that God said that you are greater than what your body looks like. I want y'all to know that. Y'all are greater than what y'all's body looks like, okay? You ain't got to show everybody everything you got. Your body is only meant for your husband to see. Sister, you go in that store, you come right back out, and you come over here and holler at your brother real quick, because I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you specifically. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
All right, the Bible said that the ox, a dumb animal, knows his owner. He knows who he belongs to. Read.
And the ass, his master's crib.
An ass is another farm animal that's good for work. It says he knows where he lives. So you got an ox that knows who he belongs to, and you have an ass that knows where he lives. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what do you not know?
Does not know. My people does not consider.
God said that you don't know who you are as a people, neither do you consider. My brother, if I was to ask you, who are you according to the Bible, what would you say? A black man. That's not, and read that again.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Hey, come here, sis. Don't tiptoe. Come here. I want to show you something. Come on over here and talk to me real quick. Come here, sis. You got 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to talk to me. Read what you, and listen to the scripture on the way over here, because I got a question for you. Read.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So an ox know who he belongs to, and the ass know where he stays, sweetheart.
But Israel does not know. My people do not consider.
God said that Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, they don't know who they are or who they belong to, and they don't even consider who they are or who they belong to. Let me ask you something, sister. What's your nationality according to the Bible?
You know what? I'm still trying to figure it out.
You still trying to figure that out?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're going to get your answer today. No more questioning. We're going to show you. All right, you look at this sign. Give me numbers 1. You know what I want. Look at this sign. On your left, you're going to see the names that God called us. On your right, you're going to see the names that America called us. What does your name say on this left-hand side? It says Judah. Okay, so your father is a so-called black man, right? Okay, so now let's get the proof that this sign, or we're saying that you're from the tribe of Judah, is correct according to the Bible. You believe in the Bible, sis? All right, what's your name first?
Now you so nosy.
No, I ain't nosy. This how we.
Shaw, S-H-A-R,
Shar, okay. I'm Ron. It's nice to meet you, Miss Shar. Okay. All right. Read what you got.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
And they declared their what?
They declared their pedigree.
Shar, what is a pedigree?
A pedigree is like your lineage.
Your lineage, your bloodline, right? So they declared their what?
Their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So Moses, he showed them that, hey, look, your pedigree is going to be what you are, what your father is, okay? So if your father's a so-called black man, you will be from the tribe of Judah. Now, I see you looking at these different signs here. So what is it that what are you seeing here? What do you see here on this page?
What am I seeing?
Yeah, on this, what do you see on this poster here?
Oh, just some slave relics and the pride.
So
I done stood out there many days.
So when you look at this history right here, who do you say this history pertains to mostly? Okay, what about Hispanics? Does it pertain to Hispanics? Does it pertain to the Native Americans? Right. So do you know anything about this history right here? When did our so-called ancestors? Right. So when did our people, what was the year that our people went into slavery? Okay, we went into slavery in 1619. All right, the so-called Hispanic man went into slavery 1492. Yes, before us. What they do during slavery, the same thing that we did. And it's written in the Bible though, Shaw. That's the thing about it. We want you to see that this Bible is our history right here. I know they didn't. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. I'm going to show you. I know didn't nobody tell you, but I'm going to tell you because I love you. You're my sister. All right? I'm going to give you a little history on these curses that God told would come on the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel in the last days. And then I'm also going to talk to you specifically about some things that God wants you to do as a woman. So you do consider yourself a woman, right? All right. So guess what? As a woman, God gave you a charge. He gave you a job to do. And when we look at society, Ms. Shaw, and we see our women these days, we see them dressing out of order, okay? The communications out of order. A lot of things are out of order. And we don't blame it just on the women themselves. It's the men's fault, like I was telling Kevin. I say, if you're gonna say you are a man, you must be a man. That comes with action, okay? So if you say you're a woman, you must be a woman, and that comes with action as well. Right. Read what you got, Deuteronomy 1:1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So I wanted to get you the picture of who Moses was talking to. Moses was talking to who, Ms. Shaw?
Unto all Israel.
Who? He was talking to all Israel. Who are the Israelites? Those 12 tribes that you see on your left are the 12 tribes of Israel. And on the right is what we are called in today's time, in 2019, to give you understanding. So now when you see these names in the Bible, on the left, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Naphtali, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Benjamin, you know that those are the people into 2019 of Native Americans, blacks, and Hispanics, okay? All right, so now let's go to Deuteronomy 28. So now, Moses is talking to the children of Israel, okay? So now, he gave us blessings for obedience to the commandments of God, and we got curses for being disobedient to God. Now, when you was looking at this, do you think this is a blessing or a curse Yes, would you say slavery itself would be a blessing or a curse? Because that's what we look. Slavery is a blessing. Do you like going to work every day? You don't like going, but you get, okay, but well, let me ask you this, Shaw. Do you think that it would be a blessing to go to work every day, be made to go to work every day and not get paid? All right, I like that answer. That is correct, but he didn't do it. Give me 40. Let's start at verse 48, 46. I'm gonna show you why he was the instrument that God used. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So Moses is saying that the curses, they is the curses, shall be upon thee for a sign. What is a sign? What does a sign do, Shaw? Huh? It brings awareness. Like, you know that this is the sick goal because you see that sign right there. So, okay, so God said that what?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So that these curses are going to be upon the children of Israel in the last days for a sign. For what? To know who they are. They're going to be able to identify who the children of Israel are in 2019 based upon their history and the biblical prophecies that align with it. Okay? Read on.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And he said that these things are going to be upon us forever. You got to understand, even though we were in slavery here in 1619, huh? It is a curse. Okay, all right. Go to we are. That's right. That's right. That you're right. We are his favorite people, and for our disobedience, this is the chastisement of the hand of God upon us.
Right.
That's why he's chastising us, because we are his children. Right? So if your child gets out of line, you're gonna be like, here's $20. What you gonna do? You're gonna chastise them. So you're saying that we're the special people, but these are chastisements from the Lord God, right? That we had to get whips on the back of our. Let me see. Where's the other one at? It's on here. Nah, it ain't on there. But this is the chastisement right here that we had to go through. So read on.
47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness, with gladness of heart.
So because we didn't serve God, because we didn't do what God said, therefore we had to get chastised by him. That's why these curses of Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68 are identifying markers upon us, upon our history, because we didn't obey God. That's the point. Yeah, we are special people. Yes, we are chosen people, but we are also a rebellious, stiff-headed people as well.
It's so hard to serve God. And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.